there, this is Weeza, and welcome back to All Will Fall. In this episode, we're going to continue on with trying to get over to this area here, to this mysterious structure. And also, we need to figure out what's in this chest. I forgot about it. And we're gonna do a couple other things. But one thing I just did between recordings was go ahead and make the structure a little higher, so there's absolutely no conflict. There wasn't a conflict with the original setup. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we're going to be good to go forever. And another thing that I've noticed is this thing is full, or at least it was just a minute ago. And then I started, you know, using a lot of materials and everything else to start building. We built 4 more houses. And what I was trying to do is kind of build out a little area here where we can, I don't know, kind of not sure what I'm trying to do here. Basically make an area. Oops. Or explain. That would help. I guess I'm out of wood. Well, that's fun, but I'm actually not out of wood. It's a strange thing. I'm just trying to build a little platform here, and it doesn't have to be real big. It just needs to be big enough for people to be able to come down this ladder. Let's need one more, and now I'm definitely out of wood. So I stopped fighting this, and I just decided, mainly because I just noticed, that there is this area here that they're currently demolishing, that people can come through, and, you know, they could actually come this way as well. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, just come down that ladder right there, then come through here. So they have access to it already, which was interesting because I used to have a ladder right here, which I ended up taking that out to put this floor down so I can put more houses up. So the intent and the idea of all of this was to make it where eventually this whole area could be a platform, you know, and level and everything else and multi-story, so we can start building up and, like, you know, residential area or stuff over here. But the interesting thing is, like, when we first started this was underwater. Okay, so I did put access back to this area just now, which is good. I'm not sure what that means, but oh man, that chest is gone. Damn, there's another one right here now. Yeah, I had to restart my game because I soft locked myself, which is kind of crazy. But let me see if I can. Okay, I ended up reverting a save just to see what this is going to be. I mean, there's a couple things that I need to redo, but nothing significant, quite frankly. All kind of easy stuff, really. So I didn't lose that much progress. It was more of an exploration and testing of what I was doing. So this guy is coming back over here to finish this, I believe so. So yeah, when he does this, no, dude, where are you going? This is no priority. Come on, man. Come get the, oh no, the boat gets this. That's right. You can go ahead and get that. Sorry, man. Just have you go back and forth several times. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and unlock this because I want to make sure that we can get it, because that was kind of wild. So high tide came and gone, and I didn't notice anything, quite frankly. So yeah, I'm not really sure what that's all about. And it's okay. So let's see what this is. These people can't get to it. So we need to put that ladder back. Yes, now they can get to it. There we go. So once are they coming now? These people are running. Why are you running? Maybe they're eager to get to bed. Yeah, I think should be a situation where I need to build some new houses soon. So I guess I could go ahead and start doing that. Yeah, we've got 1 empty bunk available. Now we've got 2. Huh. I guess those are the people that I blew up. Oops. Okay. So that's good. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this thing because it says no valid access. Yeah, okay, so you're just gonna have to keep moving it around. That's okay. I think this is a good spot to put it. There's all kinds of crap below it. That's funny. If you put it way up here, I guess we could build something way up there and get it up there and get all that stuff. That's actually quite funny. Yeah, even if we put it on this level, it would still get it. Well, let's put it there. Build a ladder up here. Wait, do they have access to the door? I can't tell. Yeah, I'll do that. Build the ladder up here. I think that'll work. I do wish that you could actually remove some of these older, you know, supports or whatever, or at least be able to complete them where they're, you know, kind of flush. Yeah, that'll work. I think that would, yeah, that'd go all the way down there too. So that's kind of cool. If we, yeah, I think that'll work great. Very nice, very nice. So that's actually a really good way to, like, just clear stuff out without even really thinking about it. So if we ended up putting one right here as well, we could do the same thing. Let me see if I can get some structure over here to support that. We might be able to. No, we need some more wood before we can complete that. Huh, shocker. Okay, so they're coming down finally to work on this area, this thing here. So I think that was gonna take, what, 5 minutes or so, 3 minutes. Wrong person. Oops. Okay, we should have enough wood to put this thing down here now. Let's see if we could get this to work. I think it will. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, and the good thing is, obviously it costs resources to build the thing, but you're pulling the resources up, and whenever you're done with it, if you're not going to reuse it, then you can just get your resources back. So that's very neat. Yeah, I'm glad I actually honestly figured that out, because that's going to speed up like the demolition of a lot of different things. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we're doing here. This building is interactable. Yes, it is. Captain, one of our people fell through a broken floor and got trapped inside. We need to get them out of there. Do they see anything valuable down there? Good thing that I've been working out. Step aside, everyone. Okay, so if we do that one, it's 25 goods. This one is 20 influence. What are the goods? Is it just random stuff? No. Goods. I guess we don't have any goods at the moment. I mean, it doesn't look like there's a downside to this necessarily. Reputation increases here, but it doesn't decrease here. So I'm just going to do that. See what happens. So we've got 25 goods. Again, no idea. We're looking for our friend. Maybe you can help us out. You see, we're looking for our friend. Last time we saw him, he was headed this way. Should have sailed past your settlement. He was probably carrying some people with him if that helps. Really nice place, by the way. Wait, and this is kind of stupid. It's like, you want to give more information than that? Many people pass through, can't remember them all. That's fair enough. Information ain't free these days. You get 20 junk and minus 10 influence. Okay, how much? We've got 281 junk. Is that correct? It sure is. But yeah, whatever. We don't know how. If you don't give me any information, I can't help you. He betrayed us and kidnapped some of our people. We're now looking for them, hoping that we're not too late. Huh. Jeez. Well, that dude was right around here somewhere. Okay, so we need to go ahead and find some more people. We need some engineers for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this boat here. Go ahead and build some houses and such. Get this thing back into working order like we had it a moment ago before I had to restart. Now I'm wondering something. So the structure on this is 1587, can support 50, or it's supporting 52. The stability is 66. What I'm curious of is if you put a support right here, I mean, surely it would make the entire structure stronger. And I'm wondering if eventually that's just gonna help you build. It would make sense that it would. Yes, that's exactly what happened. I assume that's what would happen. So that's kind of cool. Something good to know once you start putting things together. And while I was thinking that is let me see, we don't have very much wood at all, unfortunately. We also don't need to be using these big ones, I don't think. I don't know if there's an advantage to them because they take a lot more resources. But do they? Now that I say that out loud, because these take 2 and these take 8, and yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, because these are 4 times the size. Well, there you go. Math is fun, as usual. But I don't like how far they stick down. That's the thing that's kind of bugging me. Yeah, that just makes more sense to make it like that. And if we need to put some support there, eventually we can do that. That's not a big deal, I'm assuming. So this is something new that's started happening. This is actually saying that this building will collapse in 6 hours. So at least that piece of it is. That's something to consider too. It's like, trying to get to places. There is now a timeline. So interesting, because you're going to lose resources and such if you can't get to it fast enough. And this washing machine, I mean, we could use one of those. Maybe that's not a washing machine, but let's call it a washing machine. So I went ahead and started doing the research on the fishing boat. Looking at this, I mean, the fishing boat can, gather marked fishing spots. No problem. They're all over the place. Well, there's a few here and there. But the greenhouse, its production time is every 6 hours, which this doesn't actually give a production time, so I'm not really sure how long it takes to gather fish. But the greenhouse requires water, which is fine because we need to unlock that and research that as well. But it also, requires direct sunlight and such. So I'm like, okay, we'll do that eventually. But I think to start, fishing is, quite frankly, we're in the ocean. So I'm thinking that would be okay. But yeah, we do need to do either the junk to water, because we had a whole bunch of junk. Where did it all go? Huh. Oh, you know what? That was before I restarted. Whatever. Rain catcher to 4. Yeah, we need to do this one too. Oh, you know what? It costs, I forget. I totally forget that it costs materials to actually do that. But even still, that was before I restarted. Using electricity for junk extraction, that totally threw me off here. We have a bunch of smart people around here. How about we figure out how to use electricity and make our lives easier? We could build some junk catchers that would really help us. Electricity is different than the other resources. Buildings that require electricity can work even if you don't meet 100% electricity requirements, they will work at lower speeds. Okay, nice to know. Okay, so those things have fallen off. There we go. Good to know. That happens. See, I'm waiting for these guys to clear this out so I can continue building in this direction. And then we're going to hop over here and, build a ladder and all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know if we have to go to the base down here or they just have to be in physical proximity of it. I have no idea. So we're going to figure that out though. But there's a lot of water and, well, I don't know if there's a lot. 30, good enough. But yeah, we'll try to figure out how to get these guys over here. It's going to take a lot of wood to do that though. So it's going to take a minute for me to grind this out a little. And it also helps that I actually finally put someone in this. I forgot I moved it. Sometimes when you move things, you have to put the guys back in. Other times you don't. Because if you noticed earlier in the last episode, when I moved this guy, he stayed there. So that was cool. But I was just noticing that this woodcatcher I moved a while ago and there was no one working in it. I'm like, oh great, I've just been wasting my time. No wonder I'm out of wood. Yeah, let's tell the wood boat to prioritize this for sure. And I'm curious, should we get another wood boat? We've got a few extra residents, so I guess we have the people to do that. What is this? Yeah, workers are able to reach marked locations. Yes, I know that. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just standing around? Looks like it. Waiting, looking for gathering spots. Well, I mean, fair enough. Most of these places need a demolition hut, which I guess we could just go ahead and build another demolition hut. Get these people to actively start working on things. There's one nice thing about this is you can set the priority to whatever, medium. Because most of these things, as you can tell, are whited out. So it's the priority is not set, but you can actually go ahead and come down here and set it to this. And just click on things and it automatically just turns it to that priority, which I'm just putting everything on medium because if everything's on high, then it doesn't matter what the priority is. But at least they're being marked, because if they're not marked, it doesn't look like they're actually going to go after them directly. So at least this way they'll eventually get them. And then also people will be actively working instead of standing around, and that's not a earn your keep kind of thing. It's we need the resources, so move your ass. Okay, that boat is finished being researched. Let's see where that is. The fishing boat. Fishing boat. Oh, it'd be under the food, obviously. So I'm curious. Oh, this is the area it does? Okay, well, I guess that's a decent size area. Let's put it right there. Assign some fisher or sailors. I guess I could have put it back over there. But luckily, the dock will take care of... Oh my God, there's a lot of fishing spots. Never mind. There's plenty. There's several right here. Yeah, and it says a place for boats to drop off their loot. No problem. Remember to assign jobs so that boats can offload their cargo. So I'm assuming that, obviously the jobs for the boat itself, not for the cargo, because the cargo, this thing's always full. And we've got, obviously storage over here, but it doesn't automatically go to that storage. But whenever I start building stuff, it comes out of the dock storage first, which is weird, unless I'm doing this incorrectly, which is possible. But yeah, we've got 67 wood now, so we've actually been generating quite a bit. And that said, we can start building in this direction, finally. Well, I need the boat to come get this. So since I got this fishing boat, no surprise, the dock is usually taken care of, or excuse me, taken up by one of the other boats. So I'm not sure if putting the dock here is going to conflict with people being able to walk across here. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if they're even doing anything over here yet. I don't think they are. This is about to collapse in 14 minutes. Maybe they are doing something over here. For some reason, the priority has been reduced significantly. It was on a higher one. I guess I must have screwed that up. Clearly. Yeah, that's good. At least I fixed that. So now they can take care of all these items. Metal rebar. Gain a small amount of metal by clearing this rebar. Gathered by advanced crane, metal gathering hut. I don't have a metal gathering hut. Okay, I need to unlock that. What happened a minute ago? I'm now deconstructing this. I tried to move this hut, and this is one thing in the game that has been very frustrating, is if you try to move it, it will only go 56% over the edge. As you can see, this entire area is open, so it's at 100% currently. If you move it, it only goes to 56%. If you demolish it and rebuild it, it's at 100%. You can actually get the entire thing to open up, or, over the opening. but I don't want to keep it here because, you know, the support and everything else is a bit wonky. And I'm thinking that I want to actually move the fishing hut, or one of the fishing huts, to this area right here. So I want this to be removed immediately, which I think the ship or the boat can do. If not, luckily I can just go ahead and do a ladder here and just have someone do it so I can get that finished. Yeah, that should work for them to have access. But the boat, for sure, can get this, I believe. Yeah, so this person's coming down to get this. That's great. So once they clear that, then I can put a little, I don't know, support here and put another fishing, one of these things over there. And quite frankly, I can just go ahead and move that one over there because it looks like this one's dried up with that fishing spot that it had before. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't say that there's the fish that there were before. Yeah, because this, yeah, it says resources 50. And there's another one over here. This is 50. So yeah, for the fishing huts, you could just keep moving them around. And we can, you know, expand this little area here and put another one right there. Or just keep moving that one. I don't want to keep building them over and over again for sure. Yeah, but the whole place is slowly getting, you know, cleared out, which is good. But I think our water production, oh, that's what we need to do. Jeez, I keep forgetting about that. We need to unlock the water production, rain catchers for sure. You know what? No, let's do junk to water first. We have a lot of junk and we're able to produce a lot of junk. Yeah, actually, we need to start using some of it because our capacity is pretty full. So I think we need to actually also build some more storage. Oh, that tree provides comfort. But only if the houses are right here around it. So maybe I shouldn't like get rid of that tree. Let's go ahead and move that because you never know. It could be eventually the penthouses up there. I mean, really, who the heck knows? There's a whole bunch of different things we can do with that. But this is actually a good place to put the crane. And we could also possibly put it over here. This is actually a really good place to put it. Will it fit here? It looks like it will. It looks like it won't. Oh, yeah, there's more trees up there too. That's pretty cool. And surprisingly, there's not a stairwell, which is just kind of weird for a structure like this, just because of the structural integrity of a staircase. I'm surprised that there's not one still standing, but whatever. Okay, so I moved this over here. Workers need a path to reach this place. Okay, what kind of space do you need? So this is being demolished, so surely they can be able to get to it in just a second. Not enough storage for lumber. Let me go build another storage. That is getting a little annoying. Oh, but the good thing is those guys can make it over there. Now that the dock is here, wood. I don't understand why there's not enough space for wood. That's what this guy is saying. Not enough storage for lumber. But this storage only has 6 lumber in it. Not enough storage for lumber. What? I'm sorry, am I crazy? That doesn't make any sense. There's only 20 in here, and this one's empty, but, you know, whatever. Boat task, sail to dock. Cargo. Citizens aboard, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm not really quite sure about this whole storage thing. It's not making any sense to me. For some reason, our food is severely low, and it shouldn't be with the things that we're catching. Oh, I forgot to move that. Oops. Let's fix that real quick. That's a big problem for sure. There we go. At least that fishing spot's gonna be taken care of. It should be anyway, I'm assuming. Because of the radius of it, yeah, it should be getting, well, possibly both of them. Let's see if I can move it over one and it will do that. Yeah, okay, so if I put it here, it will catch both of them. I just need to remove these 2 things here. Yeah, so now it's actually gonna concentrate on both of those. There we go. Oh, Jesus, that sucks. Man, it's very easy to tell people to, you know, demolish this thing, which it's also easy to cancel that. But yeah, so it is actually hovering over both of these. So it should, I'm assuming, be getting the 46 and the 50. Now, obviously this fishing boat's getting the 46 here, but yeah, the resources are 92. Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. So I think the food situation's been sorted for now. Yeah, and this is taking forever for this to be removed, but I think did he just finish it? I think he did. Access to 100%. Yep, cool. So there should be someone coming over to go to it. If I could click on him. Oh, yep, cool. He's going to the crane. Excellent. So now that is taken care of. So we can start getting all that stuff handled. And I think I'm going to end up like building a little staircase, some kind of something to get up here to put the crane literally right here, because that would be very good. How much wood do we have? 113 all of a sudden. How funny. Okay, I want to work on the water complete the water, the junk to water, and then also go ahead and do what is it called? The greenhouses. So we can go ahead and get that stuff taken care of. Since there's already a ladder here, I think I might put, I don't know, the greenhouses over here. I mean, that would make sense. Let's go ahead and put some structures up here to, I don't know. I'm assuming this helps. It seems to help with foundations and such. But yeah, we can put it all right there. I don't know how big they're gonna be. Oh my God, is someone cutting that tree down? What is this guy doing? Oh, I'm paused, no wonder. Dude, don't cut the tree down. He is cutting the tree down. How do I stop that? There we go. Oh, glad I caught that. Not that big of a deal, but I can't move the tree, so it's gonna have to stay there. But it's kind of funny if like, have the tree there because that's where your nursery is gonna be or your greenhouses, maybe. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out. I can't even build them yet anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal is with this storage situation because we've got plenty of capacity everywhere. This is 30 junk, 20 wood, whatever. Okay, that one's almost full, but yeah, this storage. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I'm looking at this, not the full capacity. Oh, wow. Wow, stellar. Is there a research upgrade for being able to just upgrade the storage capacity over building 50 different storages? If there is, it's later on. Okay, surely that's gonna solve the problem. I went ahead and just put in a whole bunch of them. Let's connect this so it doesn't look completely silly. And it's gonna be more structurally sound that way, I believe, because of the supports. But even if it's not, let's go ahead and put in a support just so everyone's happy and safe, right? There we go. So I got that secure and structurally sound, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and, put a staircase right there, give more access. I mean, why not? Otherwise, it's kind of pointless to have that even there. And that also helps with the support. So that's cool and amazing. We're already out of wood again. Okay, so as I was just going through that tree there, the tech tree, I was just noticing something that, obviously a lot of things are like locked behind the demo, which obviously makes sense. But that would be the advanced boat, the advanced hut, advanced crane, concrete from walls, plastic explosive. Wow. We've got explosive barrels, metal from walls, metal crane. We need the metal gathering hut and a metal boat. We need the metal gathering hut first, I believe, so we can gather some of these things from this area right here, these areas right here, so we can clear that out so we can start making our way across. Oh, this is interesting. So we need fuel to unlock this. Yeah, this icon up here is fuel. So I think there's some fuel right here. Let's set that priority to high and get a staircase or something down there. Let's see here. We should be able to do this. Yeah, if we set the staircase like this, just bring it right down. Oh, am I out of, really? Oh, it's not connecting. Okay, that would help. Okay, so now they've got access to do that as far as I can tell. Yes, they've got access to go down to that level and then again to this level to get that fuel. That is fuel, right? It was gas, but yes, it's 20. Cool. Fantastic. So that'll solve that problem. So at least we can start unlocking some metal and everything else. But I mean, in truth, I just suddenly prioritized that and I have no idea why. Oh yeah, for the metal gathering hut. Jeez, this is kind of cool. You can start making the water wheel, wooden wind turbine, a battery, obviously that makes sense. Steam generator makes a lot of sense. Food to fuel, be in way excess of food to be doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the greenhouse now. Well, we're gonna do the greenhouse eventually as the wood resources need to be replenished before I can do that. But that should actually happen tomorrow morning or tomorrow at some point tomorrow. I mean, I could absolutely demolish some of this stuff to get the resources like immediate, well, like this right here. I haven't needed this in a long time. I think that was 16 right there, wasn't it? Oh, it was 12. Okay, I got rid of a couple things that we absolutely did not need for support or traversing this area, so that is good. We've got I believe the research materials we need now. Yes, it is. Yeah, once the materials are delivered, I believe. Yeah, we've got plenty of water. We've got plenty of wood now, and we've got plenty of junk. Cool. Oh, and they're using that back entrance now. That's cool. Yeah, that's how they're delivering it. Perfect. That ended up working out really well. Okay, is the crane doing its job? Yes, it is. Well, once the guy gets there. Yeah, I'm wondering if I actually elevate that on a staircase or a ladder, if it would have gotten this area too. It probably would have. I'm gonna pause that and just see if that would actually work out that way. I'm gonna just move this over here out of the way for a moment and put a ladder there. Actually, if we put it right here, I think it would sit there and he should still have access, especially if I put a ladder there, to definitely have access. But let's see if he has access that way. Oh, is it hitting the ceiling? Oh, there you go. Yeah, what is it hitting? Oh, it says this building will collapse. Well, let's not do that. Well, it definitely won't collapse if I end up doing this. There's no way it could. Well, I mean, there is a way, but I seriously doubt it would. So let's see if we can put it back and if that would work. I think it will. Yeah, and it does catch the piece on top, which is good. Yeah, and now there's no structural issue. Very cool. So now it's getting all of that. Yeah, that's great. Sorry, buddy. Get back to work. How funny. It's like, dude, I'm tired of walking back and forth just to get this crane every day. Guess I need to send some people down here or move the crane over here in a minute. We can unlock that. But I guess we could just do that immediately with a ladder. I'm not sure if we can actually reach that. Yeah, we can. Silly. Silly Billy. Okay, we're sending 2 people over here. They have access to that now, which is nice. Hopefully someone won't fall in a hole again. And it's kind of cool whenever they like almost completely clear a floor. It looks like a dang empty parking garage now. So I went ahead and moved the crane over here. Went ahead and did a temporary walk-through platform because there's a whole bunch of scrap and stuff over here. And I do like the fact that once that was done, the one that was placing, I think it was sitting right here, it actually tells you that there's nothing else for them to do. I don't know why it didn't pick up this, but maybe that's for, yeah, wood crane wide. I don't know why it didn't pick it up. Weird. Okay, we can go ahead and check this crate here. We found a bunch of rope in perfect condition. It seems everyone could find a great use for it. Okay, this is where the decisions start making more of a difference. Let's see, workers need it for new equipment, engineers need it for cranes, sailors need it for, jeez, I need it. That's funny. So yeah, it's just gonna basically be like, you know, who do you want favor from? And it's kind of one of those things too. It's like, what does it matter? Engineers gain 3 loyalty. Do engineers work faster then? Whatever, I'll just pick that one. And of course, the left side of the screen is blowing up again. Build a recycling center or produce 50 metal. We found a broken boat. Captain, we found a drifting boat, but it needs some repairs before we could use it. Well, heck yeah, let's fix it. For 15 wood? You crazy? I don't know where, I don't see it anywhere, but that doesn't really. Yeah, overall, it looks like the water level is, well, it's clearly dropping because look, this all has now become visible. That's kind of cool. So I guess slowly you're gonna be building farther and farther down, but oh, okay, good. Is this accessible now? Yes, it will be in just a minute. So now, can I build over there? I think I can. I think this is in the way though. Is this in the way? Well, I guess it doesn't have to be. I can just put a ladder there. Silly Billy. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Let's see here. If I end up bridging the structure like this, I think we can do this. Oh, it's gonna be close. Should do it. Yep, cool. So now at least we can get over to this other area. Then we can just build a ladder down and everything is in the way. Man, I need to send an entire damn crew over here to clean all this crap up, which we can start doing, quite frankly. Let's see, let's prioritize this. If we get, yeah, this area first, we can send a ladder down immediately right there to the steps. Oh yeah, I need to get that metal hut to be able to do that. Damn, unless we come to the front, there's metal in the way as well. If we go behind, on the far side of it though, let's see. If we go on the far side of it, we can bring that, yep, okay. So let's unprioritize these. Keep that one, this one. Yeah, because that metal's on the other side of the wall. So I think that'll work. We need this one out of the way, this out of the way. I think that'll do it. If not, it's very close. Is there something right here? Yes, there is. By the end of this episode and the recording, I'm gonna have access to this. It might be where we finish the recording and this series before the full game plays out. Okay, we'll take that one as well. But we will at least see what is in this mystery box. Yeah, I'm out of wood, of course. I just built a bridge to Terabithia. It's an obscure reference for some reason, where that came from. Well, actually, I just realized something. I could go ahead and get that wood back. I can move this crane. Oh, damn. Oops. I can move this crane over here because we're getting the same kind of garbage, quite frankly. But if I move it right here, yeah, we should have clearance for everyone. Yeah. Come on, stop doing that, camera. Yes, that will work. And then we can reclaim this wood so we can continue on with our adventures. And then we can come back for this later. But we're not in desperate measure for that anyway, since There's so much of it literally right here. And that's one thing I really like about this game. It's like all these little areas here. There's a lot of stuff you can collect just right here alone in this little consolidated area. And it looks like there's fuel. Is that fuel? I believe it is. Well, I don't know what it is. It looks like pots. Oh, it's water. Okay. That also makes sense. But I like how everything's covered in moss since it's been underwater for so long. And that's one of the cool things too. It's like, you know, as you progressively explore, it's like, what are you going to unlock and find? Yes, I realize I'm stating the obvious. Well, if I end up moving this a bit, I'm going to go ahead and change this up slightly because it's actually going to save me some wood as well and save time for them not to run up and down the stairs. Oh, heck, I don't even need that, but I think I will. So let's leave that right here. That should still give that person access. Okay, get over there. Well, obviously he does have access because he's still walking over there. So that's good. And then I'm going to go ahead and demolish this. Save quite a bit of wood. Yeah, perfect. That is excellent. But one of the advantages too is they're not going to be walking up as many stairs. We'll be slightly more efficient if nothing else. There we go. It's at least more efficient. Once this is taken care of up here, we can start lowering this guy down. There's a fire. What? Where? Well, I mean, there's fire barrels. Fire. A fire has started near some fuel barrels. Oh, really? If we don't do something, this might end in an explosion. Throw someone over the fire to move. Really? Why do I not have a better... I don't have sheet metal. Use any water that we can that we have. I'm not out of water. What's going on? Oh, I don't have enough. That would... Well, I guess I have to do this. How ridiculous. It goes back to the whole thing of like, okay, you've been doing all this research, but you forget to actually start putting it out. Oops. Yeah, we can do greenhouses. I still haven't done the rain catcher. I never actually did the junk to water. Jeez, how pathetic. Very easy to get distracted in other ways. I'm gonna put another water storage right here. We're gonna need one in a minute anyway. I think maybe that's why I wasn't actually getting much water because I have been producing it. Was I full on storage? Not even close, but maybe we'll be soon once I start generating it or producing it in this way. What is this? The water boiler? No. Here we go. Junk boiler. Burns junk to turn salt water into drinkable water. 3 workers. Consumes 8 junk. Consumes 2 junk per hour. Produces 14. Okay, well, we're currently in a positive situation for the junk. So let's just go ahead and put one down. See what this does. Well, we know what it does, but come on, camera. Stop being weird. You're just weird. I guess we could put it right here. I mean, why not? Put all the water stuff right here. Okay, guys, go ahead and put that together for me, please. So there's more people that are like suddenly homeless, and I don't understand that. I'm like, are people reproducing? There are 5 people that do not have homes, and that's just crazy. I'll resolve that in just a moment. Let's get this water thing sorted. Let's see. Engineers, one of these. I have 10 sailors available? Where did they come from? Weird. Who cares? Let's get some housing down. Okay, that should accommodate 6 more people. Once we get some more wood, we can, you know, just go ahead and build some more, but whatever. Okay, so now our junk is in the +1, which is good. The food is in a -8 or -9, excuse me. We only have 8 left, which is kind of crazy because where'd that other, oh, damn. That was stupid. So this is a cargo vessel and I forgot to add people to it. Oops. Yeah, we've got people there. Yes, that one's full too. Perfect. I forgot to add a worker back on this. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't. Whatever. Of course, it could just be me being an idiot. Let's go with that. Did I already unlock? Yes, I did. I unlocked the greenhouse, which I need 20 wood. Okay, perfect. I don't have anywhere to put this thing anyway. Oh, wait. I was putting it right there. Which, go ahead and remove these. Gave me enough wood to at least put down one of the greenhouses. Maybe, depending on how big they are. And that'll fit there. I can move it. I just need to start producing some food. It's really my only concern right now. How funny. Oh, that'll do, pig, right? Right? Okay, guys, let's get this priority started. Yeah, and then we can get some people working in here. Get this up and running. Logistics and warehouses. Wow, this game is like expanding more and more every few minutes. There's actually a lot to do here, especially if you're interested in like unlocking different technologies and such. So there are sailors. That's something I don't understand. It's like, who would benefit? Oh, darn it. No, stop. Who would benefit the most from working here? Workers, sailors, engineers? And that's the thing that's, oh, wait a minute. workers and sailors. I just noticed on the greenhouse, there's two specific icons, the worker and the sailor. So maybe it would make sense to put, obviously sailors there, or workers if I had any, because of how that's working out. So this one greenhouse uses 10 water. We're currently positive 16 water, and it produces 15 food. So if this ends up working out, well, we should be at positive 8 water, and then, what was that? Yeah, positive 9 food. Is that how this is gonna work? I have no idea. And it doesn't really matter because I don't know what the heck these guys are doing. Just walking back and forth. Okay, going to water storage, taking 4 water, working at greenhouse. So it would make sense to have like one of the water catchers and everything else up near a location up here, obviously. Or obviously move the greenhouses to the water, near the water, which I guess that would work. I mean, I could put it right there. I didn't really have a particular reason why I moved it up here anyway, but it should fit here. Yes, it does. The water's right next to him now, so that should be easy to have all the water production right next to the water storage. Okay, where are they going now? Going to it's the end of the day. Going to the fireplace. Where are these savages going? That's funny. And it's interesting too, playing games like this, and then you stop and think about, like, none of this was here. It was like just these, I think I started with 4 houses and this thing, and all this other stuff has just been like, slowly growing into it. It's kind of cool to think of it like that. Dude, what's going on here? Are we out of materials? No valid access. What do you mean? Obviously cleared everything out. Well, that's an easy fix. There we go. Now you have valid, what? Oh, it looks like everything that can be picked up from the crane has been. Let's see if we move it back here. Yep, okay, fair enough. If we move it up here, yeah, to take the trees, which I don't want that to happen, but if we move it over here, that actually makes a hell of a lot more sense to move it over here. Yeah, let's put it right here. Yes. That is a beautiful idea. And we'll take the stairs, this ladder, I should say, put it right here, flip it so everyone has access. What you talking about, Willis? I'm on the wrong plane. Again. Yeah, and then this guy should have access right here. If he didn't, it would tell us. Workers need a path to reach this. Okay, well, that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, this is not the most structurally sound, but it will actually work for our needs, so that is actually not bad. But one thing that could remedy that problem is, let me just make it structurally sound and we'll all be happy. It also doesn't need to be that high, but whatever. We're gonna leave the height alone. But if we end up, if we just end up doing this, that should be more than structurally sound. And everyone will be safe and happy. And that is covering everything below it that we need. Yes. Oh, that's funny. I actually set it right on the stuff that is gonna be removed. That is crazy that you could do that. And then eventually you'll end up having to obviously move it if you catch it. Okay, so that'll work. That is now structurally sound. Everyone should be happy. Oh, let's go ahead and move this around. Make sure people have access. There we go. So I've been experimenting here on how this water catcher works, and it does have to be attached to a building, like directly attached to one. So now that one's gonna be attached to one of them, but which one? Because when I did this a minute ago, there was an error. So let me see. Yeah, it looks like it's connected to both of them. But see, this is what the problem was a second ago. The storage is not connected to any relevant buildings. Yeah, fair enough. So how did I get it to work on both of them a minute ago? It's a bit strange. But either way, if I put one back here and then put another one right here, it should solve that problem. No, what the hell? I had just fixed this a second ago and I backed it up just to, what? Oh, you can't move it that way. It has to remain connected. Okay, that center one is still not working correctly. Okay, I think I fixed it. It wasn't too terrible, but no, what the hell? What is this? Workers need a path to reach this workplace. Well, we'll be able to turn this, solve that problem. There we go. Cool. Okay, what is this issue? Oh, okay, yeah. That was a temporary thing, no problem. Okay, so I've been running around, making sure everyone has pathing correct for all of the different types of jobs and such. So that's actually been quite beneficial to make sure that that I've kept up with that. So that little piece that I just got rid of was to remove the rest of these little pieces of junk kind of thing. But there were several areas for some reason that people could not get down, which was weird because this has always been accessible And I didn't actually make another one, put it that way. But all of a sudden, they found pathing. But there was a couple little things that I was like maneuvering, like putting these little things in here. But yeah, they've now cleared out everything that they can, which is actually really good. I need to get some kind of, I don't know, stairway, maybe come down over here. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Well, I mean, no, we don't have to because there's already a ladder there. But I don't think is that prioritized? I think it is. Yes, it is. Why are people not doing that one? Probably because there's 50 other, yeah, there's like 50 others in front of it. That could be a reason. This is kind of cool. Wood from walls, it's basically exactly how it sounds, but you're gathering stuff from the actual walls, which is really cool. So we need to find some more fuel, wait, we have plenty of fuel. We've got 66, plenty of wood, yeah, plenty of junk. Why can't I unlock this? Do I have to unlock this first? Doesn't make sense. It's certainly not how it looks. I definitely have enough for that. Oh, and the cost is only 15 fuel, 20. I guess I do I have to unlock this first? Well, whatever, let me go ahead and do it. I'm not really interested in more explosives because they damage too much stuff and we're not in that big of a hurry, quite frankly. Is this guy working? Oh, damn it, I forgot to put him back on it. And now it said it has a pathing issue. How does it have a pathing issue? Oh, because I'm also an idiot. Put a ladder right there. There you go. Man, I've just wasted a good 30 minutes when that guy could have been almost done. Oh, that sucks. Luckily, you guys will probably not have noticed that. I'm wondering if a second crane would fit there and make sense. I mean, I could definitely get it there for sure. Let me try that. Okay, this is weird. I ended up changing the structure around and I had to put much more reinforcements in or it would have fallen apart. But I'm not sure where these people are going. So I'm gonna put the staircase back and it should provide pathing. Yes, it does. Good. Now I can put both of the cranes over here. That was a bit annoying, quite frankly, but whatever. We got there in the end. Okay, let's see if this one will work. It should. Yes. So now both of them are here so we can get this area completely cleaned out much, much faster. Very cool. So I'm going to take a break for a second and let this run and we'll come back in a minute and see if anyone's dead. Okay. I just got the metal boat to start researching. And so, yeah, you have to get this one to get the metal boat. And then I guess probably both the wood from walls and the explosive barrel to get the metal gathering hut and at least the wood from walls to get the metal crane. That makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of how I thought it was reflecting, but it just was weird. But anyway, at least we got the metal boat so we can start getting some more metal too. Well, more metal as in metal for the first time, quite frankly. Well, look at this. It actually shows you how to use the rain catchers. You put it at the top of them. So you need like several of them. Well, now that it's raining, let me fix that. Holy crap, that was cool. Let me see if I could actually do that correctly though. If we do rain catcher up top, yes. Then we move this to maybe. I'm not sure if I'm not doing this correctly. Clearly. Oh, what? Yeah, it shows that it's actually elevated. And I've got two of them, just like it does. It's kind of weird, because for some reason it's not locking into place for me. Yeah, it just keeps falling apart. So I must be, obviously, again, doing something incorrectly. Yeah, because that's the thing that was doing on the other one. But it doesn't have, okay, that's working. But if I do that, people can't walk through it, under it. But I guess they need to. This current location, they don't. But if I put it right here, I think it's gonna cause a problem with people walking by. But maybe not, maybe they can walk under it. But that's definitely not what that video, little tutorial video shows. So, deception! Yeah, and now I've got the errors again, that the storage is not connected to any relevant buildings. I'm like, ugh, you're killing me, Smalls. Yeah, and it doesn't look like people can go through. There's a pathing error there now, which is not ideal. So we finally have full access to this building. So we need to go ahead and send someone in, if I can find it on this thing. Mysterious building, here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll send 2 engineers in. Let's go ahead and speed this up so they can get here in a reasonable amount of time. The production's 110% for the, oh, because of the loyalty. Okay, that makes sense. That was fast. Oh, they're resting, how funny. Yeah, I just turned on night shift for them so they can, bring their sorry butts back over here and finish the job. Okay, let's see. It's interesting because this time it seems like am I going crazy? Seems like the time keeps resetting. Yeah, I keep forcing them to work like 24 hours. And for some reason, they're not actually doing very much, and they're not getting very far for sure. So they're never actually quite completing it. It's just kind of weird. Okay, yeah, and now the progress is even longer. I don't understand what's going on here. This is, I think, the third consecutive day that I've, waited for them to fix this. Okay, here we go. We've got, okay, it just keeps redoing it. I'm wondering, I have no idea what the hell's going on here. The progress is overall 77%, so maybe it does just take multiple days. Times completed is 2. I'm not really sure. What? Let's see here. So they just keep doing it over and over again. Okay, so this was the weather control station. It seems like this is one of those weather control stations. Big cities use them to change their weather conditions. Oh, the good old days, when we could just clear the clouds for a nicer day, or make it rain when it got too hot. I doubt that this can help us with our water situation, but maybe we can still use it in some other ways. This is the last major event for this demo. So there you go. We've done everything that is currently major in the demo. There's a lot more to this game, and I can tell once it's on its full release, this is going to be quite an experience and quite a journey, especially if you are, appreciate city building and engineering based things. This is actually pretty cool, because I was experimenting with some of the ways the structures and everything else go together, and it does make a difference on how you do things. So yeah, very cool. Because some ways that you build it, it will fall apart, and it tells you to fall apart in 9 hours or whatever. And other times it's going to be totally fine. For instance, actually, I ended up fixing this water situation for one, but to sit it right here, I had to completely reinforce this lower section here, which is very cool. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me through this series. It's been a lot of fun. I will definitely look at it whenever it comes out in full release. As always, thanks so much for joining me today, and we will see you in the next one.